Hey guys, welcome back to Curated Confessions, where we drink wine, talk design. I am Hillary Smith.
And I'm Brittany Pelche-Como.
And we are the lead designers and owners of Britt Hill Interiors in Prairieville, Louisiana.
Yes.
Yes, sorry, I needed to.
Today, we are not drinking wine.
No.
Our bartender made us something straight from Texas, I feel like. I've never heard
So I had family come and visit, so I got in the mood. So.
It's lemony.
No one here knows what a Chilton is.
Yeah.
Except one guy at Turtle Bar, which I was very impressed with. That night we got
So tell
a
everyone
great time. We had a great time. Is what we
the
had.
ingredients of and how you make a Chilton.
Oh, it's just a lot of vodka, a splash of soda, a whole lemon, and then like salt. I used
do you mix the
Himalayan
salt?
pink salt today to feel festive.
Do you mix the salt in, or is the salt just like on the top?
Oh no, you're gonna be swollen tomorrow. I think I left out that part, but
Hey. I've been feeling swollen every day, so it's a difference.
So if you're ever dehydrated, you can have one and you'll retain fluids.
It's very
However
refreshing.
you want to look at that. Then
I requested extra club soda in mine.
I gave her extra salt so she wouldn't notice.
So yeah, today's gonna
The
be-
salt is what makes
good,
the vodka disappear.
It does help because I really don't like the taste of vodka,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't. It just tastes like
A sad
spritzy.
lemonade? Okay.
yeah.
No, a salty... I
A
was
watered
gonna say
down margarita.
Salty dog, but I don't think that's... I don't know.
Kind of like that.
No, tequila makes me have the shivers.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Anywho, try it.
No, it
you
just
haven't.
tastes like... Let me see. Let me try again. Just tastes like a salty goodness.
Yeah.
Like an electrolyte drink.
Yeah, it
that's really what it
does.
tastes like. But I can't think of the name of that salty one that's like super salty.
Yeah.
But if you have a Charlie horse and drink one of those, instantly. So, or you could just drink a Chilton.
Yeah.
That's definitely not good health benefits or anything. But I mean, it is what it is. It does its job. Same thing as chugging pickle juice after you get a Charlie horse. So,
Oh, that would be good with pickle juice in it.
oh, that is. I also went on a kick of vodka and pickle juice. You can
Yes.
drink so much.
good.
Oh, see, I'm sounding. I don't like. I was telling her today. I was like, I feel like I'm making it sound like I drink way more than I do.
We really don't. This is the only time we drink, really.
I mean, I did have family in town, so and a 25-year-old niece, so we I might have had a few beverages.
drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my parents were in town for 2 weeks, so there was a few margaritas.
I normally don't drink too much on the weekends unless I'm doing something, but this weekend I did have some wine and I had a Bellini, and I did get quite a few migraines too, so.
Yeah, but maybe the salt. We'll see if it's the
Yeah.
salt.
And I'm just talking like one or two, like not, it's been a problem.
You know, if the Vegas us could see us now,
Right.
I think they'd be disappointed.
So old and like all these ailments and
Not even gonna lie, I took my niece to Chimes and
I hadn't been there since
I,
a long time.
the spinach artichoke dip with the bow tie pasta.
So good.
I didn't even ask if that's what they wanted. I was like, "That's what you're getting."
That's what we're getting.
So you'll like it. But I had a lemon drop martini, and she had some vodka and lemonade, some nonsense, and then she got a second one, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna have a water. She was like,
How old did you feel?
and I was like, we're so far in Baton Rouge, and that's so not by my house, so I'm gonna have a water, and then I'll drink later. And then I was like, oh my gosh, yeah. She was like, oh wow, things have changed.
Yeah.
So, you know, being responsible, that sort of thing.
Yep.
I don't like it. But speaking of responsibilities, we are at work, so
This week, we, well, I guess I should start by where we left off from last week. We installed some beautiful crane shades we spoke about.
Yes.
And they were so pretty. If you might have caught that on our stories.
I missed that on our stories.
But they came out beautiful, and she loved them. And I had presentation
Yes.
for a client that lives on the water near here. So she wanted kind of a coastal, non-coastal vibe. So I went with like a green accent. I was thinking, swampy instead of tropical.
Yeah.
But they loved everything. So finalizing details of that. And
Random question,
Yeah.
not to cut you off. Remember what you were about to say, but just because my husband and myself had we're just weird apparently. We were watching TV yesterday, and there was a picture of a swamp, and someone was like, and that's how you know you're in Louisiana. And I was like, what differentiates one swamp from the other? And Kyle's response was cypress trees. And so instantly I was let me get out Google, hold on. So what is Florida swamps filled with? Like, what is the primary tree in a Florida swamp? It is also
cypress trees.
a cypress tree.
I feel like all swamps have cypress trees, right? I don't know.
I think it's because that's what thrives in swamps.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they're so strict about some cypress trees around here.
I know.
It is. I did also find out that it is our state tree. The bald cypress, I think, is what it's called. But that is also the number one tree that is in Florida. So we're
I
not
thought
special.
Our tree was a magnolia. What am I thinking?
That's a flower.
Oh, magnolia tree.
Semantics. I don't know.
So I was like half right a little bit, maybe. Oh boy.
However you want to look at that. I don't know. Is a bloom on a tree the same? Is it like a Oh, I hate that word. Ooh, let me try again. Bougainvillea.
Bougainvillea.
It's a tree. It's a plant. It's a
Flower.
vine.
Yeah,
You get to classify it as like 8 different things.
those are beautiful. I wish I still remember when you lived in California and they
just
were just like
Grow on
they
the
would
interstate.
grow wild like crabgrass over here. There's been bougainvilleas everywhere. I'm like,
So would calla lilies. I remember being in a
Really?
parking lot, and there was just like a calla lily that was just bloomed right in the center
gosh.
of the Target parking lot. Like,
That's
I'm
unreal. I've never
going to
seen
need to
that.
borrow this. Yeah, I was just hanging out by itself.
just bring your scissors around
Right.
town and get some clippings while I'm out.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like when I was talking about up north, whenever I went to the Cape, just hydrangeas just grow on the side of the street. And I'm like, excuse me, that's not fair. Those are like really pretty and expensive, and I want them.
What
But
do we have here? Just like
we have that purple flower that's supposed to be like the bougainvillea, but it's not the same. And I said that I didn't care. I was just going to plant them anyways. And then I realized how expensive it is to landscape. And I said, I'm not going to do that. Now my whole flower bed is just faux. I can plant a faux bougainvillea. We do have a client that I went to her house to measure that we're working on her patio. And I was like, she has them all over the place. I was like, I knew she would have them. And then I went and touched. They were also
Yeah.
faux. So kudos.
I've been seeing those.
She did trick
faux
me at
ones.
first, though.
They look real.
Yeah.
I thought about getting some too.
I was like, I want them like as an archway over my house. Like
a
obviously
trellis.
they would look fake
Yeah.
because that's not possible here. But I really want them then.
I guess it was bougainvillea. I got some of the
You had them in Las Vegas. That was the first time
like
I ever.
the picks that
Oh.
they make. It looks like they're growing out of my planter with a tree thing. I think they're bougainvillea, but I mean they're always fuchsia.
Yeah.
People know, I guess, right? They know they're fake,
I
but
don't-
they stay green and
some people
fuchsia.
I don't
so
think
I don't care.
obsess over things like we do, so they probably just are like,
Better than dead.
wow,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get whatever plants those are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you did have some in Las Vegas that.
I did. My sister would water them all the time because she thought they were real.
Oh, they were fake.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely.
Oh no, you're right.
You
she
had
would
them
water
in
the
a-
cactus.
Yes.
The cactus by the front.
I don't think they need to be
The
watered.
bougainvilleas were real. That I
I think
had.
that's literally why they live there.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't die from over watering. Like,
We're too hydrated.
we were like moving back home, and I was packing them up. She was like, "What are you doing? Bringing these cactus home? Like, that's planted real?" And I was like, "That's fake, and I'm taking it with me." She was like, "No."
She was being so helpful. I love that for her.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Anyways.
That could be a whole other podcast.
Yeah. Oh, so I did want to talk a little bit about so the presentation I was just talking about that we had. When I first went on the consultation, they had separate living, like it was an open space, but they had a living room and then they had a small table that served as their dining room, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, we don't ever use this. We don't ever sit here. And they were not wanting to get rid of their sofa and love seat, but like changing everything around it.
Yep.
Well, I was like, well, if the dining table was a little bit more proportional, larger, maybe, seasonal, or if you Christmas gatherings or whatever, you could have family. Well, they were like, well, how would you see the space? What else could we do? And I was like, well, ideally, I see the space having a pair of sofas facing each other, and they wanted recliners. So I was like, recliners, you could bring it further back and utilize the whole space without having to have dining. And they're like, oh, we really just, we don't want to get rid of our sofa and love seat. So I just made it work with that in mind.
Correct.
So
You
presentation
did the
is
floor
underway.
plan anyways, though, didn't you?
I did not
No.
this time.
Oh, see, I would have assumed
We
you
spoke
would.
about it.
Just
And
wanna
sometimes I
show
do.
you.
I'm like, what's in my mind? I actually show them, even though they don't
Yeah.
say that's not what they want. But so going through the presentation, and I showed the dining options, and they were like, going back and forth. They like some aspects of one, some aspects from another. So we selected one that they overall, liked the look of with the living room, and they were like, well, you know what? Are we even going to use this? It's like
Yeah.
a big dining table, and they have such a great outdoor space because they're on the water, and they're out there all the time. Like it's just be space taken up, just like how people have formal dining rooms and they say they never use them. This is not like a dining room, but it's still taking up all this space. And so we went full circle, and my husband was like, well, say we just don't do the dining table and we just do living room. I'm like, well, you're going to have this huge open area
space.
that seems odd, I was like, so they said, well, what can we do if we don't do the dining table? Like, well, to go back to the first initial design we spoke about. So we went full circle, which we do so many times. So sometimes I do, I like to give people exactly what they
ask
want,
for.
what they say,
Yep.
but we have to read through the lines about what they're really asking for, because really they were saying we don't need a dining room. We don't want to get rid of our sofa and love seat, but there was no other way
that's
to
not an option,
arrange
yeah.
that. So I'm like, okay, I should have just went with my gut and showed them a whole new room, but I didn't want to.
Well, you have to. I feel like in that instance, you have to do both, which is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, well, if you were talking to our business coach from 900 years ago, she was always like, no, they hired you, do what you know you're supposed to do. And I'm like, I am not that person. But I do like to be devil's advocate, or however you want to say it, that this is also an option. But then when you're trying to pick out furniture and fabrics and clip and put everything in a presentation, it is just that much more work. And if that's what they want, then that's what I'm going to do. But at the same time, to think about, you don't want to get rid of a perfectly good sofa and recliner because, it's in great condition and it still works, but you just moved into a new home. So would you rather spend money on a dining table and chairs and everything that goes with that you will never use, or use that money to put into a living room that you would use how you know, how it's designed in the house. So
instead of
getting over that little hurdle of,
exactly,
this is a perfectly good sofa, why would I get rid of it?
And they're thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm buying a whole new living room.
Correct.
And I have this already, when it's like...
But you're buying a whole new dining room and you don't need it.
Take that money that you would spend towards the dining room furniture and put it towards living room furniture, and you could sell your sofa and love seat.
Correct.
And put that towards it as well. So I found them a really affordable custom sofa that still gave them everything they wanted, and the layout worked perfectly in their space. Like, it's what that space needed to begin with.
Space is a tricky space without having
so
it
narrow.
to be able to talk. But it's just, and everything's supposed to be to look outside. Whereas, and that's the other thing, people will build a house, move in, which, and I completely understand this too, but like hire the designer after they finish because they just wanted to breathe for a minute. But once you move your furniture into a space, now that's all you see.
Yeah.
Like, it is so hard. And we've even done this to our, like, I've had stuff in my house before, and I'm like, even accessories, and I'm like, that's just where it's been for a year, so I can't see it any other way. And I'm like, Brittany, just come, and she'll move it. I'm like, well, even all, like, right there. I just needed to move 4 items.
Even this homeowner was like, they came to us after they built, and she was like, if they kept their sofa, I was even like, let's change the love seat at least to swivel chairs so you can use them to see outside.
Correct.
And because she wanted to bring more color into the space. So I was like, we're trying to like work around something and do something. But she was like, I came in here with like cardboard pieces, tape, like laid everything out. I thought I had it all, you know, like figured out. But they had this weird corner where the window was only like, I don't know, it was like 15 inches, I think, from the wall next to the fireplace. So it was this weird corner where you need a piece of furniture, but you don't have a lot of depth. You need it to either have height or, you know, art over it or something, but you've got this window that now needs draperies to come out that far. And so she was like, even with like all what I didn't think about the window orientation with the furniture. So this is in the preliminary stages while we lay out all furniture in the space with your door swings and where your windows are located and where your floor receptacles are located, so you could see the whole visual. You know, she was just thinking, is my sofa gonna fit? Is my, you know, so there's so much that goes into it. I don't know, it just had me spiraling thinking about all the things that we go through all the time that I'm sure people are pondering or
well, that's even like just talking about window treatments, or when they're in the building stages and they're like, oh my gosh, we could add beams, yay, and we could add, and they just start adding things, and the builder's like, yeah, of course we can, like, that's not a problem, let's add that. And then we come in, we're like, where are you going to mount your drapery hardware? Now you put a beam right there. How are we going, you know, just, those are
well, how about this
things that we don't think of. Well, I mean, we think about, but that aren't thought about in the building stage. When throwing a beam right there sounds great. That sounds like a great idea. And then we're over here going,
room.
Let's make a U-shaped drapery.
How are we going to do this? Let's make a custom cornice.
Correct.
Which I kind of had that situation at the same house because they had a huge bank of windows, a huge sliding door next to it, and then another huge window above the kitchen sink.
None of them the same height.
None of them, like, I was like, what? And they wanted window treatments along the back, but to still be able to see out. So I'm like, challenge accepted.
Yep.
So what ended up happening was she said that the window and the door was supposed to be the same height.
Oh.
So they ordered them the same height. And when they got to the house after seeing them installed, they found out because they are on the water and the codes and everything, they could not put the windows all the way to the floor like they had planned. They had to be a certain distance off from the floor.
Oh, got it.
Which made them taller than the door. Than the sliding doors. So I'm like, so what we ended up doing was we did a cornice to kind of cover on one of the windows so you don't know where your window stops.
The line of sight. That's what I was looking for. Is completely straight.
Yeah.
Without making anything look too squatty or hardware mounted right on top, or so
even if you have like
split the difference,
different height, door, window, whatever, you don't want your eye like bobbing all over. You want to keep that consistent to go around the room. So that's what we did.
Yep.
Or are doing.
Yep.
So yeah, some challenges that we overcame, and I think it's going to look great. So I hope they proceed with everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then what else? We had towards the end of the week we designed a kitchen remodel a long time ago, and things kind of got put on pause. Contractor was going out of town, and just they wanted to finalize some things, and so we put everything on pause, and now we're circling back. So we had a meeting.
I mean, isn't money the pause?
That was a part of the pause too. Like
these budgets, are. Well, I think we're gonna go into all of that, but there's a lot of. I don't think people expect what these bids are going to come back as, and which we have gone to a couple of architects here lately, and we're like, here's our ideas, and they're like, do you understand what you're asking us for? I don't think you're ready for the price of this house. And so I do respect them at this, for doing that, because
which we try to do
I have
with clients as well.
Plans that I couldn't afford the house after, so
Yeah.
I also feel that.
But I feel like people can't grasp even like a simple bathroom remodel or something. Like, it has increased so much just with materials and labor cost, and it's, if you're thinking about doing that, do some research beforehand. And 2026, what to expect for a basic or a custom or a remodel before quoting and going into it, because we have people come to us and they're like, oh, I want walnut cabinets and I want this, and I want it to look like this inspo picture, and we're here to tell you that
we would love to do that.
Yes, we would love to, but this costs X amount of dollars. Are you ready? We are. So yes, with this, it was a bit of they had a decent budget. Honestly,
that's not what I was saying. I was just it adds up. I think it added up.
And also what they were wanting to do kept kind of like, they're like, well, since we're doing this, we might as well do this kind of thing, which happens a lot.
Snowball effect.
So it was a bit of that. So I went ahead and designed for everything so they could see the full scope of the whole project and what it would look like. And then we got bids on that. And then
a few of them.
Yeah. We backed down to a realistic, because they're good budget still because of the size of their kitchen. They have a huge kitchen, and adding on a pantry within that square footage, and so there's framing, there's like, all these other things, not just refinishing or new cabinet doors, or like it's a full taking down existing pantries, and
which, I mean, demo, I can do that for cheap.
Yeah, it's funny. So
I'm just joking. I don't really do any of that. In my own house I do, but that's just
not in client's house. Our luck, we like hit a pipe.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I would do, which I am questioning if that didn't happen in my cabinets in my living room. So
you have a leak?
I don't know. I smell something weird.
Really?
Something's up.
In the wall? Oh no. Not more.
Another problem for another day.
Oh man.
And that's the wall that I've Venetian plastered black, and the cabinets are black, and everything's black. So I have no idea. I'm just like, something smells weird in there. And then we'll deal with that tomorrow.
What is it with the mold? We just went through, I think we told y'all last episode that we have a client that they encountered a lot of found a lot of mold in the house, so I had to do a whole mold mediation and setbacks and reschedule all these contractors. So we've been in the midst of trying to get all that rescheduled too.
Well,
That started today. We're allowed back in the house this week, so that's back on.
yep.
So you'll be seeing some updated footage of that hopefully this week or next week.
Yes, wallpaper. I will be delivering wallpaper tomorrow. So she started doing
I'm
prep
so
work
excited to
today.
see
We
that.
have stone fireplaces going in today. We, or no, this week, I mean. Lighting, electricals happening.
It's a moving.
Yes, that's going to be moving quickly, I think, but in the next upcoming month, hopefully.
Yep. But like, subscribe, follow us along on social, and you can see our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and
YouTube.
That's the last one.
That is like the one, but yes.
I don't know why. I need to post that somewhere. Anyways, I hope y'all have a good day and you enjoyed. Cheers.